What I'm going to do now is also take off my number plate bracket, rear fender, indicators, stuff like that, because I'm going to switch them over to the new panels, new parts that I've got. So I'll take them off. I'll also, once I've done that, I'll take off the rear silencer. Yeah, see how we go. Two there, either side of the rear light. Come on. That's it. You can do this with a drill if you like, or something like that. But to be honest, I prefer to do it with your hands. You're not stripping any threads or anything like that. So I would just grab the keys because I need to remove that cap. So here we are, running around the house, thinking I've lost my keys like the idiot I am. They were right in front of me. Cap off. Give it a wobble, see what's holding it on. Hopefully nothing. It's probably just needs levering up a little bit. There we go. So just bend them, don't go too mad, just bend them and it'll roll off. And I'm just going to stick that cap back on just to stop the fuel fumes. And I'll stick the key in there. Okay. So we've got two bigger ones there, which will probably go into the tank. And what I'll do is, I'll cut the zip tie just here, and I'll bring you down. I'll cut the zip tie just here. And then, as you can see, there's all the connectors in there. I did think about disconnecting from here, from underneath, but I think, yeah, just for the sake of a cable tie, I'll cut it there. So what I like to use is a pair of flush cutters. I do a lot of 3D printing, so they came with those, but you can get these from most hardware stores. They're called flush cutters or flush side cutters. They're a bit easier, especially for cutting cable ties. Yeah, they're a bit easier to use. You can get in there and make finer cuts. If you want to get in amongst the wires and the cabling and whatever else, they're a bit easier. Obviously, for your big ones, you can get just a normal pair of side cutters on, or snips. And yeah, go ahead, but I find these work pretty well. So what have we got? So red is for my left indicator, green is for my right, and then obviously the other wire is for my brake light, so not a problem. So yeah, so I just pop these off. You should just put it off, and then you just press down a little bit. No, that's where that wherever I put it, the comedy screwdriver. What have I done with that? Oh yeah, so I never picked it up. There we go, down here. Okay, so little screwdriver just helps, just pop them off. 1, 2. You don't have to put them on mad, just nice, firmly, just progressively. 3, there you go. That stuff. Oh, hang on, side light as well. So yeah, so I'll probably have to take that panel off as well just to get to that. Okay, not a problem. So to get to that, So if you notice I'm not sure if the 690 Enduro is the same, but yeah, I'm only doing the 701. So on this, it's just got it's basically made up of two parts. One part holds the number plate light, and obviously the number plate. Second one on the floor. Okay. So if we look underneath, those two there, and another few underneath actually. So it's two black ones. I'm not going to tell you what torque size these are or anything like that. You know, I'm sure you'll figure it out. But this is T25, so yeah. Why KTM use these, I don't know, but I can't say they're my favourite. Especially when a lot of their bolts they've already got, that, you know, they're a standard metric head size anyway, so it's a bit strange, but whatever. So we'll also undo the slightly bigger ones that go into the tank as well. And as you can see, it's dropping down. These have pretty much got them all out, I think. Yeah. And there we go. And then the connector for the rear, the number plate light is underneath that panel. So we'll just disconnect that as well. So again, just use a screwdriver just to press the tab down and pop it out. And there we go. Just like that. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick the screws back in, because yeah, my memory's not great and I'm pretty terrible at losing them. So I'm going to stick them back in until I need them at a later date. Well, actually, I'll just take this off first and then I can stick the other ones back in. So just these two either side. And that's the whole rear light indicator section apart. Which I'm not sure if that gets used on the rally tank, but we'll figure it out when it comes to it. Yeah, just good practice, that's all. You don't have to do it, but at least you know where they are when you need them, or if you don't need them, then yeah, they're in there anyway for if you do, for spares. They don't go there. And so what am I missing here? I am missing these ones. There we go. See, easily done. So we'll get to that stuff later on. Yeah, we'll get to that stuff later on, because obviously I have to use the indicators and you know, the wiring and stuff like that, and the rear number plate light as well in the new stuff. So, all right, let's keep going. Where should we go? Let's remove this exhaust, get this out of the way, and I'll change over the bits to 27, 220, no, too small. So I'll bring out a socket. So, and I believe that is a 10mm socket. Which, 10mm sockets, as any mechanical person would know, are pretty rare. But not the size, but just to actually keep hold of yours. And I've managed to keep hold of this little kit for about 10 years now, so it's going okay. And I hope I just haven't jinxed it. You don't need to take it all the way out. The bottom one, the top one, obviously take it out, but just leave it hanging in there just while you undo it. And then just nice and easily, just back and forth, twist it off. And there you go. So the gasket's stuck on there. So what I do, I just take that off. That's the gasket for the silencer and the main pipe there. So I'll just put that back in, without damaging it. Be careful if you want to put that back in, because it is graphite. So they tend to break down pretty easy if you drop them or crush them. Or they're pretty brittle, but they're good for obviously heat applications. So I'll turn it off again, just put the box back in, and I'll set this to one side and probably end up throwing it in the trash because I'm not using it. So, alright, so what can I do next? So I think what I'll do now is I'll start peeling back the ECU, the battery, the electronics, everything like that. I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it. So I'll just remove the cap again. Obviously, there's just a screw here, just holding down the cable. So I'll just remove that. So T25. Take that little P-clip off, and I'll just take the whole thing out of the P-clip, and then I'll leave the P-clip on the tank. Again, I'll get it at a later date, a later time. So I'll also just disconnect the fuel overflow hose, as I think I will need it. I'll need the cap as well, but it's just to stop the fumes whilst I'm working here. There you go, and I'll remove all the fuel. Yeah, probably in a little bit, just before I'm ready to remove the tank. Obviously, stupidly I filled up my tank and then I haven't used it, so and we're at this stage. So I need to drain probably whatever it is, 12 litres of fuel out. So I'll do that soon. Yep. So thought I'd change angles. Hopefully be a bit better for you, a bit more intuitive. We'll just carry on. And as you can see, sort of kind of Lennon Posket Basil bike here. Let's say big fan, and check him out. We'll carry on. We'll just remove the latching mechanism, and I'll change bits because that's just a normal Allen socket. So we'll do around that size. Yeah, there we go. And again, so they'll be a bit stiff because they've got Loctite in them, but not a problem if you just use your mitts, If you do use a ratchet or something, with a bit more extension, just be careful, you don't strip off the heads, otherwise you're kind of a bit screwed, especially, with Allen sockets, with socket type heads, it's not great, like you just, they round off a lot of the time, especially like OEM stuff is generally a bit soft, or you can have like a cheap tool and it, that will just round off itself. So take it easy, take your time. There's no point in rushing. As excited you are, and as I am, like I say, waited 4 months for this tank. So, and the bike's just been sat here and haven't been able to get out. I mean, it's winter here in Perth, so it's been pretty rubbish. Alright. And I'll probably accumulate a load of tools in this little thing, but that's alright. Well, that was very loose. So yeah, so just try and, you know, work methodically, I guess. You know, that's all I do. I just try and peel stuff back and see where it's catching, or, you know, just go from there. Really, just take your time. You know, I'm not a bike mechanic at all. You know, I've been in many industries, but I've never been in the, you know, worked on motorcycles except for my own, or you know, my race bikes and stuff like that. So yeah, so I've done a fair bit of road racing. So yeah, I've stripped my bikes, you know, many times after, you know, crashing and writing them off. And so yeah, all right, where are we going to go with this? So I think I'll just take it straight off of there. So like I say, if it doesn't, sometimes with these rubber bits they take a bit of force just to ease them up. You know, they're dry, so no, I can't really do that because it's got a couple of wires underneath. So I'll push that back down, and I'm sure there'll be another way. So what have we got? So I may just have to unclip it here. Not even too sure what this is. I think it must be the starter solenoid, I'd say. I haven't read through the electrical diagram or anything, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Just ease that off. There we go. Cover the fuses either side. Yeah, so that's what it is. So that's connected to the battery, one side in. The solenoid, obviously your button, that's your starting mechanism basically. Oh, you know, your starting solenoid, should I say. Not sure. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll remove the ECU and the battery, and probably give us a bit more space. Yeah, so I'll disconnect the ECU, and I think that's so. Okay, so it's the center one. Okay, so when you look at it, it's the center one. Yeah, on both connectors. So just push that center one down. Excuse my sausage fingers, you probably only just about tell. So push that middle one down and push that clip that way. And there's one, and there's two. ECU free. Stick it back in the sleeve. At least you know you've got it together then, and may prevent a little bit of damage. Shouldn't damage it. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is there's two screws here, just for the battery cover ECU holder. Okay, yeah. So do the battery holder. One there. That in there. I'm gonna have a see. I've already got some in there, and I don't even know where they are. So, but that's all right. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1, 2. From in here, where's the other one gone? Ah, 3. So 3 of them in there. That's all right. And then 1 from here. All good. So yeah, I'm pretty terrible. My memory's not great. All right. So what you want to do with this is just. It's kind of, there's a little like tab wedge system here, so just push it forward or ease it forward. Try not to damage your air filter too much or whatever you got in there, and just pop it out. Okay, so let's have a look, let's have a wiggle, see what's connected. So I need to remove the positive first. Take that little cap off. So I should be able to remove that. Yeah, so battery out.